Okay, hello, team. Welcome to our team huddle. I am so freaking stoked for tonight. Thank you everyone for attending and being prompt. I super appreciate it. Tonight we are in for a freaking treat. I'm just like over the moon with this. We are gonna have Karen Anderson speak to us this evening. This girl is freaking bomb. Like she's been with Q for 4 months. She's an executive leader. She has been in the industry for over 6 years. Okay, so like so much freaking experience to share with us. Um, she is a boy mom. She literally like I know that I recognized her from my company before because I did watch her training from then, so I'm kind of a little bit of a fangirl right now. But you guys will realize why in a second because she is so phenomenal and amazing. So I'm not going to take up any more of your time, Karen. Thank you so much for doing this for us. And take it away.
Hey y'all. So we're gonna get right into this. I am very much one of those people that loves being on time. Okay, hence I hopped on like an hour early. But I wanted to
Wait, hold on, Karen. They accidentally muted you and they were muting everyone else. You want to make her host, Kat? That way she can just control the muting and not muting. Hang on one sec. There we go. Go ahead, Karen.
Oh, okay. No, but I was saying that I wanted to go ahead and touch on some things tonight. Um, it's really been something that's been on my mind for the last maybe week or so. But I know that if we talked about it and we implemented it correctly or we completed it correctly, it's going to help you in your business. I So I focus a lot on mindset growth because even with tools in place, if your mindset is not where it needs to be, none of that even matters. And that's one thing that I really need everybody to understand is because I am not the Karen that I used to be, like not even 10 years ago. I was a hot mess express. Like I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I was a mess. It was ridiculous. But just being able to feed my mind and grow my mindset is really, really important. So I want y'all to listen, okay? We're going to have a real conversation today. I'm really outspoken. I'm really red and really straight to the point. Okay, so please don't beat me up. If anything that I say resonates with you, I'm just speaking from a place of wanting to be able to help. And I know that some people need to hear it. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna start with what we're talking about. Something I want to go with y'all today was your why. Okay. Because believe it or not discovering this plays a huge part in why so many of us are not seeing the results that we hope to see. Outside of implementation and consistency and discipline, your why is playing a huge part in your business. Okay, and if it's playing a huge part in your business, I'm 100% sure that it's playing a huge part in your personal life. I want you all to think about that because how you do one thing is how you do everything. If you're not consistent in your business, more than likely you're not consistent in your marriage. If you're not consistent in your marriage, more than likely you're not consistent in the relationships you have with your kids. So everything ties together. Like how you do everything, I want you all to think about that. How are you molding the relationships that you're in? How are you handling all of the things that you're doing on a daily basis, even with your job? Are you giving 100% to your job? Or you're like, you know what? I just clock in. When is it 5 o'clock? Because I'm ready to go. Like, I know that I've done that. I was ready to go before I even hit the parking lot. So it's like, you know, you have to look at it from that standpoint. If you're not accomplishing your goals, if you're not feeling motivated, if every other week is easy for you to give up, the problem is not us. Us meaning your leadership, is the problem is not us. It's you. And it's time for us all to take some accountability in the situations that we are in. Okay, so the hardest thing for most people is doing an audit on themselves. A lot of people are so busy judging everybody else. But when was the last time that we looked at ourselves and did an audit about and told the truth about ourselves? Right? When was the last time we did that? Like, I promise you, I don't even think I've ever done that until recently. Like, girl, you was like legit off the chain. I need you to chill. You know, like when was the last time we told the truth about ourselves? So it's not your upline, it's not Q. The problem is definitely your why. And we have to change that immediately. And when I say we, I mean we, meaning every individual that is on here, because no amount of training, no amount of hype, no amount of promotions, bonuses, commissions, or even product launches is going to drive you to focus the way that knowing your real why will do. I want you all to drop a one in the chat if you have taken a deep dive into discovering your why, and you know without a shadow of a doubt, you know that that's your why. And you'll know this because your actions are going to align with your why. I want you all to drop a 2 in the chat if you are one of the people that use your why as the excuse why you can't. And that could be something like, my why is my kids. And then later on in the week, you say, oh, I can't do this because my kids are not allowing me to do this, or my kids this, or my kids that. You're using them as the reason why you can't do something. Drop a 2 in the chat if that's you. It's kind of like when you know your life's purpose, it becomes easier for you to focus on where you are going. What matters the most in your life and what decisions are aligned to your goals. It makes you more committed, more passionate about your goals. Having a purpose will even help you find true passion and help you commit to it. So I need you all to look at it like this, okay? If you are not growing, you are dying. Think of yourself like a plant. If you don't water it, it's going to wither and die. If you don't provide the nutrients that it needs, it's going to wither and die. If you're not growing, you are dying. So we operate life as like we have so much time on this earth. Like what we do in that dash, you're from your born date, that dash in the middle, and to the end date, we act like it doesn't matter or that the dash doesn't exist. And how many times you all said that you want to accomplish something, but your actions didn't align with those goals? Your goals doesn't even have to be something that's big, but just any goal. When was the last time you had a goal for the day and instead you stayed in the bed all day? And then on that day, did you stop and think like, oh, my why is my children because I need to accomplish X, Y, and Z for them, but I can't get out the bed to make the moves that I need to make because I'm in my feelings. It's not because you're sick. You wasn't in the bed because you were sick. It wasn't because you couldn't get out the bed. I'm just going to say it, and I don't want y'all to shoot the messenger, but your why is not your kids. If you're operating like that, your why is not your kids. And almost everyone that says my kids are my why, that come up with an excuse, they're using their kids as the excuse as to why they can't do it. Your why is literally all you need to be motivated and inspired to do something. No one else can do that for you. Nobody. That is the responsibility of your why. That is the reason why we say, what is your why? What is your why? It's not to say, oh, I need money. Money, that can't be the reason why you do this business, because what happens when you say, I need an extra $500, and then you get that extra $500 and it's like, okay, well, I'm done. You're not going to even find any motivation to keep pressing forward. So your why can't just be anything, money that's related to money. It has to be something deeper. I want y'all, when you operate like this in anything that you all do, I want you to look at it like this. And I know it kind of sounds harsh, but for me, it kind of looks like you're putting your death on autopilot. Hence, if you're not growing, you're dying. It's like you're putting your death on autopilot because you just want to get through life, but you don't want to do the hard work, which the hard work meaning discovering yourself. So you're telling the universe that you're just going to roll with the punches and hopefully something shake. That if you keep saying what you want without implementation, without consistency, without discipline, that it's going to magically happen. And it's not supposed to be like that. Life doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. So, of course, your why is going to change as you progress. It's not even just about the business, but your why in life in general is going to continue to change over time as you continue to hit those milestones that you desire for your life. But many people spend their lives reacting to situations instead of being proactive and figuring out, the needs and the values that drive them. So when we stop growing, we start to feel the pain. When we start feeling the pain, we start feeling fear. You know, we start to then feel anxiety and we lay in our feelings, and then we get in our feelings. Drop a one if y'all been in y'all feelings before, because I know it's been a couple of times when I be like, listen, I know that I'm, you know, this is going on, but it's why she hit this rank before me and I joined before, you know, before her. And like, you start to get in your feelings. You start to pay attention to what everybody else has going on, everything that they're accomplishing, instead of looking at it and thinking about it like, how can I change my life? How can I find what is truly important to me? What's going to make me off my ass and make the moves I need to make? I'm sorry, y'all, for cussing me, but I had to say it. Okay. But what's gonna make me get off my ass and make me make the moves that I need to make? Okay, you know, there might be things that we would think that prevent people from finding their true purpose and their real why, but honestly, there's really only two things, and that is it's only two things that's going to stop you from being able to find the what is my purpose and what is my why, and that's certainty and limiting beliefs. Um, the need for stability and predictability is one of the things that we need as humans, of course. Like, we understand that. Routines help us to keep our mental energy so we don't feel drained. And staying in our comfort zone can keep us from feeling anxious, from getting hurt emotionally and physically, but it prevents the growth. So it prevents us from finding out our real why. So, like, limiting beliefs are the stories we tell ourselves about who we are. And I hear all the time, my family won't support me, they don't believe in me. But ask yourself this: when was the last time do you believe in yourself? Because if you don't, how dare you expect for someone else to believe in you when you don't believe in yourself? Set the same standard that you have for others, that you expect for others to have for you. Have that same standard for yourself. What we tell ourselves, we push, you know, it's going to pretty much push us forward or it's going to hold us back. So what are you telling yourself every morning? Limiting beliefs also lead to limiting behaviors. So it gets to that point where we have that fear of failure. We do start doing the self-sabotage. We're not doing our daily tasks. We allow fear to hold us back with, you know, without even asking. Like, we allow the fear of a no to hold us back because we're afraid to even ask. Because we're trying to figure out, well, what I'm afraid of what this person may say because I'm sending them a message, or what do they think about this? Like, so you don't even ask because you're already self-sabotaging yourself with the things that you're already thinking. So we as adults, I find it crazy because I say this all the time to my team, but we as adults, especially parents, we are always telling our children, you can do anything that you want. You just believe in yourself, but we don't believe in it for ourselves. But the crazy thing is, believing that we have no limitations in life gives us the confidence to find our purpose. So we can change our lives. We can be exactly what we want to be, but it starts with that belief. And when you start to believe, you start to manifest, you start to have that vision. But with no vision, because you don't have that belief system, because you don't believe it for yourself, nothing is going to come to fruition. So we have to establish what and who we are doing this for. And like I said, it's not just applying towards business, but it's applying towards everything. So you're in control of your life no matter how much life happens to us. And I'm telling y'all now, like, my team can say this in the chat, but I've been through hell and back in like the last 2 years. And a lot of stuff I don't talk about, but they'll tell you in the chat like it's been crazy. Like, a lot of my team has been with me for a while, and they'll let you know, like, Karen, like, the stuff that I've been through, you'll be looking like, what in the world? You kept pressing forward. It's because my vision was way bigger than how I was feeling. So you're in control of this. Like, I want you all to grab a journal and start discovering what your real why is. And so here are some things. We're going to take a quick deep dive into some things that can help you discover that. And the first question is, how can I be happy? Because everybody's definition of being happy is different. So, and that's a loaded question, but truly think about it. Some things that you can find happiness with is personal development. Do something to condition your mind. Because if all you're doing is feeding the negativity, all you're going to get back out is negativity. So find something that's going to condition your mind. Like, what you let into your mind creates the meaning that you give everything else in life. We're going to go over to work your body daily. We talk about this all the time anyway, but our body and our mind are pretty much a unit. So move your body every single day, even if it's for 5 minutes, even if you build it up to have 10 minutes to 30 minutes, like work your body daily. Get you a mentor. Like I know we have our mentors that come in and we have our leadership, but get you a mentor that's overcome something that you're currently going through that way they can show you like, hey, I've been through that and I was able to overcome it. I did it. If I did it, you can do it too. And then help them with keeping you accountable to moving forward. But find you someone who has overcome obstacles that you can relate to, because that's really, really huge. Someone that is solution focused is not going to get on the phone and give you a pity party. Like someone is solution focused and is going to give you things that help them, because it's kind of like those support groups that if you say, for instance, you went to the doctor and they're like, okay, you going through this, I'm going to align you with a support group that's going to help you that's going through the same thing that you're going through, but they're able to help you walk through it and push forward. Like those are the type of people that you want to surround yourself with. Someone that's going to keep you solution focused and help you, keep you accountable towards moving towards your goal. Another thing is elevate your team. I am a firm believer of all birds flock together. Like a firm believer in that. I promise you I am. Because many of us stay around people who are at our level of happiness or even just at our level or below it. Partially because it makes us feel good about ourselves, and partially because they don't present a challenge to you. If no one's able to challenge you and they're at your level, you don't have an expectation to rise higher than that. So when we stay around people who are comfortable, there's no demand to grow. If you hang around people who are consistently negative and only look at the downside of life, chances are you will too. So are you having those conversations with your team and all they're doing is they're venting down and they're bringing down the morale of the entire team because all they're doing is complaining? Like you have to surround yourself around people that's gonna want to uplift you and move to the next level. Get around some people that has like an abundance mindset and stuff instead, and see how much easier it is for you to find and feel happy. You need to be around people who do what you want to be doing. Like I be stalking my leadership. Like I stalk them, and I'm like, Karen is legit crazy. And I'm like, I am, because I want to be where you are, and so we can press forward. Like I want to learn everything that I can learn, because I feel like if I'm around you, I'm going to be able to learn so much from you. I'm going to be able to grow from you. So surround yourself around people that are like-minded, like that want to go to the levels that you want to go to. If they're negative, I tell somebody, don't call me with that foolishness, because I don't want to hear it. And for instance, I don't talk to my team first thing in the morning, especially someone that's negative. Because the first thing that I'm hearing in my head, I don't want it to be negative. I want to continue to, do my personal development in the morning, do my I am affirmations in the morning, so I can feed myself something positive before I listen to somebody else complain about something that's not even that deep. Like you complaining about, not having toothpaste. Like none of this stuff is making sense to me. So surround yourself around positivity as much as you can, and around people that want to see you grow. Another thing is practice letting go. One reason so many people struggle with how to feel happy is the inability to let go. And I am speaking from experience, y'all. I was sexually molested as a child by a family member. And when I tell y'all, I wasn't able to move past that situation until literally about 4 or 5 years ago. But that led me to be a bully. I was beating up everybody in school. Like, you looked at me wrong, we had a problem. But I was taking out my anger on everybody else because I was hurting inside. I couldn't let it go. So, y'all, identify the patterns that are preventing you from letting go and feeling happy. Something is there. And then make a conscious effort to change those patterns. So, don't be a Karen and hold on to something for 20 years, because at the end of the day, it's not hurting the person that you're doing, it's just hurting you in the end. Disconnect from social media. You can control what you see on social media to an extent. And I say this all the time. Like, if I'm scrolling down my timeline and all I see is negativity coming from your page, I am going to block and delete you. My block game is so strong. Like, it is so strong. I will block you in a minute because I don't want to see the negativity down my timeline. But if sometimes you do have to disconnect from social media, I don't know about y'all, but on Sundays, I take a mandatory day off. That's my Sabbath day. I'm not doing nothing business related. I have other businesses. I'm not doing nothing business related. I'm spending time with my family because I want to be focused on them. Sometimes that disconnection allows you to be able to discover the real reason why you're supposed to be happy, who you're doing this for, who's most important, who deserves your time. So disconnect from social media. Like, it's okay to take a day for yourself. Like, listen, I was about to get myself a whole weekend off the other day. I was like, listen, I'm taking off Saturday and Sunday. Why? Because I can. I can choose my time. I don't got no boss telling me to clock in, clock out, request this time. You deny my time and then think I'm not gonna take my day off. No, I'm still taking that day off. Like, take your time. Sundays is self-care Sunday for me. Saturdays, I spend time with my kids because one of my sons is in football. My other two, I have 3 kids, 3 boys, but they're all into something. So I spend time with my family because that is something that is important to me. And that's part of the reasons why Q has the 5 Fs. We have to listen to those things because if you think about it, most companies, they want you to work yourself into the hole 24/7 and and pretty much, I know so many divorced people in network marketing that wasn't divorced when they came into the business. And a lot of the time it was because they was too busy on their phone working their business and not building those relationships. So think about it. If you're working full time, make sure you're taking time out to spend time with your family. Spend time doing the things that you love because it's really important. So disconnect from social media. Another thing is you can never truly understand how to find your purpose by listening to other people's opinion and seeking outside approval. Anybody that knows me know I don't care what anybody has to say or what they think about what I should or shouldn't be doing because everybody is going to always have something to say. So everything you need is within yourself, not from other people. The only thing holding you back is your own limiting beliefs. With every single limiting belief, you have to identify and replace them with something that's going to empower that belief and develop greater self-awareness. And when you're in control of your emotions, you're in control of your life. So you have to elevate the tone of your belief system so you can turn those negatives into positives. Like y'all, it's crazy. So I want y'all to do this. I want y'all to imagine if life wasn't happening to you, but for you. Because everybody's like, life is happening, but is life happening to you or is it happening for you? Because sometimes things that are being removed from our life is being removed for a reason. So is it really happening to you or is it happening for you? Everything that we personally go through in life helps build us into the person that we are now. I don't even know if I would be as strong as I am today if the things that if I didn't have the experience of that even as messed up as it is, I don't think that I would be as strong as I am today if those things didn't happen to me when I was younger. And it's hard to even just fathom that. Like, it kind of like, okay, you have to accept it, but I don't think I would be as strong as I am. I don't even know I don't know what I would be doing right now, but I know I wouldn't be the Karen that's talking to you today. So I want y'all to think about that and change your perspective and in your outlook on when life is happening to you. What does it do to the stories that you have built up that very likely tear you down and hold you back? So if you change the perspective and look back, what does that do to the stories that have built you up and tore you down? Nothing can change the pain that you have experienced in the past. There are things that happen in life that are tragic and unfair. There are people that come into your life that hurt you, and you may see them as awful, but they're actually there to serve you because they helped you become the person that you are. Now, granted, if it's something that's bad, go ahead and get that counseling. Do the things that you have to do to take care of you, because at the end of the day, your mental is everything. Focus on what time you have, or focus on what you have. When we focus on what we have, fear disappears and abundance appears. When we focus on what we have, the fear disappears and the abundance appears. Okay? If you start to be appreciative and thankful for the things that you have, you're going to get more of those things that you're thankful for. So you'll stop living in fear that you're wasting your life and begin to attract positivity and joy. Like developing abundance mindset is opening your eyes to life. So that was something that was really big that I would definitely want to tell you all. We're almost done, y'all. But true fulfillment comes from designing your own life to find your purpose. You must decide what's truly right and know it in your heart and soul. So as you're journaling down these things to figure out what your why is, take into account everything that we're talking about. Take ownership and stop blaming other people for things that you haven't been able to achieve, because at the end of the day, it's not about them. There are so many more questions or things that I want to write down, but I want to take this really quick 5 minutes that we have left to call on some people, because I want to do a quick exercise. And I know for a fact the first person I want to call, we had time for 2, I'll do the 2. But Angela Shaw, I need you to unmute yourself. And if you are available to come on camera, I need you to come on camera really quick. Are you free? Angie or Aisha, one of y'all, I need y'all to come on. Who was that? Aisha, let me ask you to unmute.
I'm sorry, Karen. I'm in the car. What'd you ask?
No, it's okay. Aisha gonna do it for me. Okay, Aisha.
Yes.
So we talk about why before, but now we're in a new place. We're in a new time, and I need to do this exercise with you because I want everybody else to practice this with their teams or when you're at home.
Okay.
What is your why?
My why is to get more out of my life, because life is not promised. We went through a whole 2 years of being stuck in the house. So I just want more of everything. Spending time with my family, spending time with my friends, my true friends, traveling now with a mask on because, COVID, she's still out here. Basically just wanting more of everything that I took for granted.
Why is that?
Because I thought time was going to stop because of me. Like, oh, Isha, she'll get around to it in another 2 years. And that 2 years, actually something happened within the 2 years. I wanted to start doing stuff, plan parties, go to different states. The world got shut down. So I'm not taking advantage of not seeing different things just because I think I have enough time. Time is not promised to nobody. I can die tomorrow. I could be this my last time saying something to y'all. So I'm making everything impactful. I'm being very thoughtful of every single little minute that I have.
Okay. But what is your why though? You have to dig, you have to dig deeper. What is your why? Because you're just touching the surface. It's something deeper. It's not just at surface level.
I want to be happy. I don't know what that is. I don't know what happy is as an adult. I'm gonna say it like that, because as a child, I had a different version of it. I thought I could have better, but truly being happy, authentically happy with where I'm at in my life.
Okay. So I want you to think about this. If someone asks me, what is my why now? Right? If my why is different from when I started this industry 6 years ago. So if you ask me what is my why now, of course it's gonna be my kids. We about to hop off because we about to run out, but of course it's gonna be my kids. But why is it my kids? Right? Deuce was born premature, 24 weeks. He wasn't even supposed to be living. Everything that the doctor said was negative. Oh, he's gonna have Down syndrome, or he's gonna have, he's gonna have mental delays. Everything that they said, he's been able to overcome. But how can I continue to press him forward towards what he needs to get? He needs private school. He can't be in public school. It's too much. He's not able to retain when there's 20, 30 kids in the class. So private school for my youngest, right? He needs that. Well, what about Julian? Julian loves football. And so many times we tell our kids, like, of course you can do what you want to do, but as the kid, at what point are we able to mold them into what they want to accomplish when they get older? It's always, oh, you'll be able to do it when you get in high school, when you're an adult. But what about starting to build up that muscle strength and that endurance while they're at a young age doing the things that they love? The reason why I find it funny, not funny, but the things, you know what I'm trying to say. The reason why I find it funny is because one of the things that you just said was, I don't know what makes me happy. I knew what makes me happy as a child. Football makes one of my sons happy as a child. And had your mom, probably molded the things that you love to do at an early age and put that energy into things that you wanted to do at an early age, that there's no telling what you will be doing right now. I love singing. I gave up singing at an early age. If I would have been able to get my vocal lessons, if they was able to that I needed to be able to afford to get into music lessons, to get into things that I love to do, there's no telling how I would be right now. So when you think about what you want and what your why is, it has to be way deeper than just the surface level. You have to continue to dig deeper. So every single time you write down your why, on the next line underneath it, but why do you need it? But why? But why? And until you are literally in tears because you have dug deep into your soul as to the reason why you need this stuff to work for you, that right there is going to give you the motivation every single day to press forward. If the days that you don't feel like doing anything, you're going to be like, you know what? It's not about my feelings. My feelings do not get a say. Because if they get a say every single day, you're not going to accomplish the things that you need to accomplish on the days that you need to do it. You can sleep on your Sabbath day. On the days that you're supposed to rest, sleep on those days. But while you're supposed to be working your business and going towards the goals that you have, then work towards those goals. I don't care if you have to go get a dry erase marker and write on your bathroom mirror the reason why once you discover it. So that way, every single time you get up in the morning, you're able to see it and staring you directly in the face to keep you pressing forward. You have to do that for yourself. You have to do that for the people that rely on you and the things and the legacies that you're trying to leave on this earth. Don't get to the end of that dash and not have accomplished anything. Your kids are literally looking at everything that you are doing. So even if you tell them you can accomplish anything, they're going to look at mommy and be like, okay, well, mommy, daddy, but you're not doing what you want to do. You're not happy. They're going to follow suit because they see what you're doing. They're going to do the leading by example. So what example are you setting for your children? They're not going to do what we say. They're going to do what we do. So I want you all to dig deep, like start journaling, figure out what it is that you all want to accomplish in your life and the reason why you need this business to work for you in the next, whatever goal you have in the next, I work now my business off of every 12 weeks. So what do I want to accomplish and what is my why in this first 12 weeks? Why do I need to make this work for me? I need to bring my husband home. It's to the point where he's getting sick. Because he's breaking out from the stuff that he has floating around in the air of his job. He's getting sick. But if he doesn't work, then how else is all the other bills going to get paid? I need to be able to accomplish so many more things, and it's bigger than just you. So that's all I really had to really much say. Okay, y'all, I'm really like a hot mess express. I'm telling you, I say everything. But yeah, do the self work and look at yourself in the mirror and be honest with yourself. Even if you don't, even if it's fearful, if you're afraid to be honest with yourself, I'm telling you, once you're able to realize the areas of it, I don't like calling stuff weaknesses. I don't think people have weaknesses. I think that they have areas of improvement. Once you're able to know to look at those areas of improvement, then that way you're able to then start to work on those things. But if you're not truthful to yourself, I don't know what to tell you. It's going to start with you. So, Katrina, I'm going to let you go ahead and close it out, girl.
I don't even know what I can say, Karen. That was phenomenal. Thank you so much. You are inspiring and amazing. And I love that. I love that digging deeper into your why to remember and like do it over and over again and keep asking yourself why you have that why. Because you're right, we have hard days, we have days that we don't want to do things, we have days that we don't want to push forward, and just allowing ourselves, I have one keyword that I use with myself all the time. It's so dumb, but it's strawberries, because I want to be able to buy my little girls strawberries when they want to have strawberries. Okay. And that makes me cry. That's my why, is that I want to have those darn strawberries for my girls. And so I'm in Canada, strawberries are like $6 a carton for like a little one, just to let y'all know. But thank you, Karen. You are absolutely amazing. Thank you everyone for hopping on, and I'm gonna upload this on my YouTube as soon as we hop off here. So have a wonderful evening, and y'all take care. Mwah. Bye.